Hello, everybody. We are going to study chapter number 2, that is over here, diversity in the living world. Diversity, that means different things. So different in the living world. So right now over here it's written Chaya Manashe Kurvanti Tishtanti Swe Matpe Falanyapе Pararthai Vricha Sat Purusha Ev by Subhasati. Okay, it means trees stand in the sun and give shade to others, not to itself. Okay, their fruits are also for others, not for himself. Hmm. Likewise, good people bear all hardships and bring welfare to others, not to himself. They give to others whatever they have earned. What a great, wise saying words this is over here. Oh, Subhasit means wise saying. Oh, that's fine. It is a pleasant morning after yesterday's refreshing rain. Dr. Raghu and Mani Ram Chacha, which is an uncle, have been invited to the school by the science teacher, Madam Sulekha. Okay, okay. If I look this image, we see one of the guy is over here in yellow kurtas, and many of the students are there with their notebook and pen, with a school backpack and with water bottle, and with one of the monkeys hanging over on the branch, and one of the peacock is on the stem, and there's again one teacher over here, and one ma'am is over here, and butterflies over here, and the some of the flowers, and over here see many of the students over here, they are looking onto the, looking onto the leaf where they saw something different on it, some worms on it. Okay, over here let's go. Madam Sulekha. Who is Madam Sulekha? The science teacher. And she invited two people. One is Dr. Raghu, and second one is Maniram Chacha. Okay, Madam Sulekha, to facilitate an exciting nature walk. Wow, that's great. Dr. Raghu is a scientist, okay, at the nearby research laboratory, and Maniram Chacha is an elderly person from a nearby community. Wow, that's great. That means one of Dr. Raghu is a scientist who worked in a nearby research laboratory. Okay, and the second person, Maniram Chacha, he is a nearby. He is an elderly person from a nearby community. Okay, and Maniram Chacha is an expert in mimicking bird calls. He is also brilliant at identifying a variety of plants and animals. That's good. Like he mimics the voice, uh, the voice of the bird. So he is very good at who's the person, Maniram Chacha, to prepare them for the nature walk. Okay, Dr. Raghu informs the students that the objective of this walk is to experience the beauty and variety of plants and animals in the nature. Okay, the students are excited to join them. Okay, they are curious to interact and learn from them, like what are these kind of things present in our surroundings. The teacher advises the students to carry a notebook, okay, where you can write with your one pen. So you also have to carry a notebook and a pen and a water bottle. As they walk, they begin exploring the plants and animals around them. What they are exploring around them. They are exploring to the plants as well as, yeah, correct, animals. Dr. Raghu advises the students to notice the variety of smells in the park and emphasizes respecting all living creatures and observing them without disturbing. So Maniram Chacha is set like advises all the students, like you have to be very careful and try to smell something which is over here, and don't hit anyone and don't disturb to the anyone, okay, and just take a note of that. Maniram Chacha tells the students to not only observe different plants and animals but also to carefully listen to different sounds. Okay, yeah. The students come across a variety of plants, including grasses, bushes, and large trees. They also observe a variety of birds sitting on the branches of trees, butterflies moving from flower to flower, and monkeys jumping from one tree to another. They record their observations in their notebooks and discuss them with Dr. Raghu and Maniram Chacha. The students can hear the chirping of birds. Okay, Dr. Raghu informs them that each bird has a unique chirp. That's an amazing. Like each bird has a unique chirp, not like birds have a same chirp. They all the birds have all different kinds of their unique chirp. This is an example of diversity in nature. This is how wonderful our nature is. Dr. Raghu requests Maniram Chacha to mimic calls of some birds because he is did mastery in mimicking calls of some birds. Maniram Chacha mimics different word calls. The students enthusiastically start copying him because mimicking a sound of words and any of the things which is very beautiful and which is very fascinating to see. So students also starts copying him, copying to the which person, Maniram Chacha, like what he Maniram Chacha they are doing right now. He is doing what he is mimicking the sounds of word. Have you ever observed different plants and animals around you? Answer is yes. We observed different plants and animals, different kinds of plants and different plants of animals. Uh, some neem plants, some people plants, some banyan plants, and some different kinds of plants. Tulsi, okay, and animals like dogs, rabbit, lion, tiger, fox, monkey. So they all are different kinds of animals. So we observed all the different kinds of plants and animals. Share and discuss your observations with your friends and teacher. Okay, over here it says, wow, it is amazing how each word has its own unique chirp. Yeah, different words have different unique, uh, they have their own unique chirp. Have you ever observed different plants? Okay, okay. For example, pigeons have different chirp, crow have different chirp, cuckoo have different chirp, peacock have different chirp, because all they are belong from different species in the same of the word. Diversity in plants and animals around us. Activity 2.1. Let us explore and record. Plan a nature walk with your teacher to a park or a nearby forest. While on the nature walk, okay, observe different plants, insects, You have to observe different plants, you have to observe different insects, different birds, different other animals. Also note the weather conditions. What's the weather right now? Is it warm or cold weather, or is it a spring weather? Whether it is hot, cold, windy, and so on. Hot and cold is a weather, but a spring is not a weather actually. So it's not a springy weather. Okay, that's my fault. Okay, you can collect different types of fallen leaves or flowers and create a scrapbook. That it means what happens in a scrapbook, there is a, like, you have to paste something on your book, that it becomes a scrapbook. Like you are pasting some fallen leaves, some fallen flowers, and create a scrapbook. Okay, take care of the plants and animals in nature, because plants and animals are the true value of our environment where we survive. Ensure that you do not disturb the plants and animals in the park. Don't pluck leaves and flowers. Record your observations in table 2.1 about the features of stems. What the features of stems, leaves, flowers, different flowers, and anything interesting in various plants. Some examples have been given for you in figure 2.1 and table 2.1. Okay, we go. Over here at A it says grass, B it says tulsi, holy basil, and at the C there's a hibiscus flower over here. That's the name called gudhal in Hindi. Over here, figure 2.1, examples of different features of some plants present over here. So, also we have to look upon table number 2.1, observations of different plants around us. Okay, like you have to observe what are the different kinds of plants around us. Is this the plant of banyan tree? Is this plant of the people tree? Is this the plant of a neem tree? Is this the plant of a tulsi tree? Which kind of plants this is it? Okay, okay. Okay, over here it says local name of plant. Okay, local name of plant. It's a common grass. The grass where we play. Okay, a stem. What's the a stem of a common grass? The stem of common grass is soft and as well as thin. Yeah, that's soft and thin. What's the leaves shape and arrangement of leaves? Shape or arrangement of leaves of common grass. Common grass have a single leaf, grows alternatively from different points on the stem. Okay, over here, here it is a stem. Leaves generate alternatively. Okay, in opposite where it is arrangement of a single leaf grows alternatively from different points on the stem. Okay, okay. Flowers, common grass have flowers, is it so? Is this any flower in common grass? I didn't saw that any kind of flower in common grass. I also have to check upon this. You have to google it. Okay. Over here it says common grass have any other observations in features? Yes, common grass have green leaves. Local name of plant tulsi. What's the stem of tulsi? The stem of tulsi is hard and thin actually. So what is stem even? What is stem? The stem part is the stem is from the root. After the root, there is a stem, and before the branches came out from. So that in between and the roots and branches there's a stem. So so this tulsi have a stem which is hard and thin. Yeah, we all know. Leaves of tulsi are where? Okay, leaves of tulsi are arrangement of a pair of leaves in the opposite directions. Yes, we look upon over here. All the leaves over here is in opposite direction. There are total number of how many leaves? Total number of six leaves are here, and they are present opposite to it, opposite to one another, and a pair of leaves are present over here. What's the flower of a tulsi? That's the pinkish purple. The color of the flower is pinkish purple. Pinkish purple. Okay, pinkish purple. Okay. And any other observations and features of tulsi? Yes, tulsi is very very essential in our home, and this used as to get rid of cough. Hibiscus and tulsi is very it's a very holy. That's the name of the tulsi is holy basil. That means it's this plant is very holy in our Hinduism. Hibiscus plant, stem of hibiscus plant is hard. It's very hard. It's not very hard, but yeah, enough hard. And the leaves of arrangement of leaves of hibiscus is what? Hibiscus plant arrangement of leaves. I actually didn't know about this. Okay, hibiscus plant arrangement. Okay, I forgot it right now. You should have to Google it. And hibiscus plant flowers is red color flower. Hibiscus observation and features over here. Hibiscus plant is in more thick as well as uh, we saw in our used as a garlands, used for garland in some of the holy temples. Neem. Okay, the stem of the neem is hard and thick. Leaves have a shape and arrangement of neem have a shape and arrangement of. I didn't know about that, and the thing is, I should also have to Google it. And the flowers of neem, actually, I didn't saw the any kind of flower of neem, but maybe if present, I don't have idea about this name. Any other observation and features of neem? Leaves with a smooth surface. Oh, okay. Any other, and you also have to add any more of it. What similarities and differences did you find among the plants that you observed? You must have observed that plants have a variety of features such as tall, short, someone is hard and someone one is soft stem, and the other different things are different shapes of leaves, and the different arrangements on the stem and branches. Flowers varying in color, shape, and scent. Flowers have different colors. Rose have red color, and some lily have a white color flower, and the shape of the some of the flowers is different. For example, the shape of flower of a rose is way more different than the shape of a hibiscus flower, and the scent is also very beautiful in rose, but in hibiscus it's not so much significant. Now create a list of animals you observed during this walk, or from your previous experiences. Record the places where they live, the food they ate, and the way they move around in table 2.2. Some examples have been provided for you. Okay, let's go. Table 2.2 observations of different animals around us. Name of the animal which is present over here in local name: crow. Place where they live: crow lives on tree. And crow food they eat is insects. Crow eat what in food? Insects. And sometimes rats. Okay. Okay. Crow, the way they move around, in which way crow move around? By flying method or by walking? Just walk. Okay. The movement of crow by two means: by walk and fly. Any other observations and features of crow is carrying a twig in its beak. Yeah, crow carrying a twig in its beak. Okay. Ant, place where they live. What's the place where the ant lives? Ant lives in the nest in soil. Nest in soil and burrow. Okay. Food they eat. What's the food ant eat? Leaves, seeds, and insects, and even sugars, and even some gregory. I think gregory is the correct word. Yeah, maybe. The way they move around is, they move the way around is by walking. Yeah, just walking. It's doesn't going to fly, or doesn't going for like a scramble, like not going for crawling way. Any other observation and features of ant is they have six legs. Oh, that's awesome. Cow, place where they live. Cow live in shed. Okay. What's the food the cow eat? They eat grasses, leaves, and some husk and chalk. Okay. Cow, the way they move around by walking, or by running. Yeah. Any other observation and features of cow? Cow is gentle. Yeah. Cow is our mother. What are the similarities and differences among the animals that you have observed and recorded in table 2.2? You would have observed that some animals live on land while some others live on what? Some other live on trees. Okay. For example, birds. Birds are also an animals. So where they live? They live on a trees. Okay. In the nest even. Birds live on tree. Some of the animals which live on trees are squirrels, birds, and all uh, all the birds, most of the birds live on trees. Birds live on trees. Fish live in water. And some animals like frogs live on land as well as in water. That's the most interesting thing, is it? That that about frog can live on land as well as in water. Even crocodiles can live on land as well as water. Even our hippopotamus can live on land as well as live inside the water. And the tortoise and the turtle that also can live in land as well as water. Okay. Animals consume a diverse range of foods and exhibit a variety of movements. Sketch the plants and animals observed by you in your notebook, or prepare a scrapbook with leaves, flowers from different plants, and feathers from animals. But don't have to hurt these animals and plant, because they have some feelings. You should have to take care about these precautions. Write all the details you have gathered about them and put on your scrapbook. That's fine. That's very, very fine. Okay. while traveling to and from school. Okay, observe your surroundings and look out for a variety of plants and animals, because in our surroundings we have a very lots of number of plants and lots of number of animals of different varieties. In the dog variety we have German Shepherd, Labrador, and some other kind of pig bull, and some other kinds of spice species of uh, dog species. Add the name of any plant or animal that you have not listed before in tables 2.1 and table 2.2. Activity 2.2. Let us appreciate. Close your eyes for just 30 seconds and think of one plant and one animal that you have closely observed, okay? And you have to think about it, what is going on, and appreciate it very much. Now, each one of you can draw the plant and animal that you thought of on or that you thought of on the blackboard, because this will going to improve your memory. This will going to make you better in making diagrams on the blackboard. So you just have to first imagine it and then draw it on your blackboard. Okay, have a let's go to the next point. It says, what are your observations about the various plants and animals that have been drawn? What are your observations? Your observations over here, uh, like over here, some of the students draw some of the paintings. We have to look upon it. Okay, here is a Christmas tree, or I think this is a deodar tree, which is present in mountainous region. Okay, and here are the some of the mushrooms at the right side, and the trees, and the turtle or a turtle, maybe this is, and some snake grasses, some little plants with flowers, and some of the words over here. And here's that girl is making it some of the beautiful flowers with some of leaves, with other some leaves in it. And peacock is over here, and at the left side again there is a plant with the word bird is also present. Okay, how many different plants and animals did the entire class draw on your blackboard? How many different plants? Yeah, you have way more different plants and animals on the blackboard. Do you know, do you think that there may be many more varieties of plants and animals other than those drawn on the board? Of course, yes. We have a lots more other varieties of plants and animals other than these drawn on the board. For example, lion, tiger, deer, rabbit, and earthworm. The variety of plants and animals found in a particular region contributes to the biodiversity of that region. Okay. Okay. The variety of plants and animals found in a particular region contributes to the biodiversity of that region. Oh, that's great. Each member in the biodiversity of a region has a different role to play. Some of the plants and some of the animals, they have to play different things. Like for some of the all is doing like to watching and doing their own stuff for their survival. For example, trees provide food and shelter to some birds and other animals too. For example, a squirrel and okay, animals help in spreading seeds after eating fruits and so on, because uh,
Plants are present or still fixed at one position, but they are the seeds of their fruits. They are spread to the different location just by the animals, because animals can go from one place to another and can show sown or drop the seeds of that fruit, and where there, and the new plant will also grow on that and other places. Can you think of more such examples? This shows that plants and animals are dependent on each other. How to group plants and animals? Yeah. How would you arrange your books and notebooks in groups? Would arranging them in groups help you better organize your schoolwork? Yes. Now let us look at the world around us. Okay. We have a wall, we have a keyboard, we have laptop, we have a cupboard, and we have bat, cricket ball, and then bat, some footballs, basketball, any kind of which is present around us. We are surrounded by a variety of plants and animals. Okay. By this means, okay, we also have surrounded by plants and animals too, with different features about which you have learned in section 2.1. Yes, we can group them based on similarities and differences among them. Let us group. Okay, activity number 2.3. Let us group. Collect pictures of various other plants and animals. Cut their pictures from old magazines, newspapers, chart, and other sources. Okay, paste each of these pictures on a different card. Divide your class in groups of 5 to 6 students each. Pool the cards prepared by the students in your group. Observe the various features of plants and animals shown on the cards. Recall the features of plants and animals that you have listed in tables 2.1 and 2.2. Okay. Group them on the basis of common features. Okay. Share and discuss the basis of grouping you have made with other groups in your class. You will be surprised to see that the basis used by different groups may vary. What do you think? Are the reasons behind it different? Are the reasons behind it different? What it means? You will be surprised to see that the basis used by different groups may vary. Yes, they can vary. What do you think are the reasons behind it? Because they are taking different criteria to make it to guess their similarities. That's why different students might have chosen different common features for the grouping. For example, some students may have chosen the height of the plants as the basis for grouping, while others might have chosen presence or absence of flower as the basis for grouping of plants. See figure 2.2. Okay, where there is figure 2.2, over here figure 2.2, presence or absence of flowers. This will going to be a criteria for grouping something, grouping plants or animals. Hard or soft, presence or absence of flower, this is the criteria for grouping plants only, not for animals. Okay. Hard or soft stem for to grouping the plants. Okay, eating habits of of animals, a place they live, and they live of animals or different animals. Some possible criteria of grouping of plants and animals. Okay, you have grouped animals based on their varied features. Okay, such as what they ate, where they live. Okay, what they eat,
first, and where they live second, and third is what color they are, and the fourth is how they move. That's the good thing. What is the importance of grouping even? Because grouping makes it similar to recognize some other animals. That's make it very very easy for to recognize other animals. That's the correct answer. Grouping makes it easier to understand and study plants and animals on the basis of their similarities and differences. Wow, that's great. You will learn more about the importance of grouping in our daily lives in this in the chapter material around us. Okay, so we get ready also. We are also ready for to read the chapter of materials around us in the some other next chapters. How to group plants. Okay, how to group plants? You must have noticed that plants show variation variation in the features related to stems, related to leaves, related to flowers, and more. The stems of different plants vary in thickness. The stems of different plants vary in thickness, vary in height even, and even in the hardness, while the leaves vary in shape as well as of their color and as well as of their size, of which size is it of. Like banana leaves have a very large size as compared to many other plants leaves. Okay, and the color of the banana leaves is green, and many of the plants have a green color and arrangement. You might have tried grouping the plants in activity 2.3 using one of these features. You might have also learned in earlier classes that plants can be grouped into herbs, shrubs, and trees based on their height and types of stem. Let us study the features of plants in more details, okay, and group them on that basis. Okay. Activity number 2.4. Let us group. Let us group on a nature walk again for some more interesting observations. Look closely at the height of different plants because the plants have different kinds of height. Are these plants shorter than you? Hmm? Or as tall as you? Or taller than you? Or is it of your same height? Is it so? Is the stem brown or green? Touch and feel the stems and try to bend them gently. Can you bend the stem easily or is it stiff? In the plant of a neem plant, you are not easily can bend the stem easily because what is the stem? The stem is the the part started from the root in upward direction and reaching at the maximum where the branches came out from it. So all the in between from roots to branches they're just stems. So the stems of neem is very very strong as compared to a banana or a tulsi plant or some of the tomato plant. Okay, is the stem brown or green? Okay. Touch and feel the stems and try to bend them gently. Can you bend the stem easily or is it stiff? Take care that the stems do not break. Okay? Yeah, you have to take do these things by in gentle way. Also observe from where the branches of the plants arise, whether they arise close to the ground or higher upon on the stem. Fill in your observations
in table 2.3. A few examples are already given. Grouping of plants based on height and nature of stem. Serial number 1 to 3 over here, okay? Name of the plant. Mango plant, their height is what? Short, medium, or tall? The mango plant, okay, that's tall because the stem is so high. Then branches came short. Okay, the mango plant height generally is very very tall. And the nature of the stem, is it green or brown? Hey, come on, that's brown. The mango nature of stem is brown, not a green one. Mango tender or hard? Mango have hard in of their stiffness. And what's the nature of the stem in thick or thin of the mango tree? Obviously, mango tree is very very tall and thick even. Appearance of branches. Appearance of branches. Mango have a close to the ground. Is it so? No, this doesn't close to the ground. So what they have higher up on this higher up on this stem. Yes. Name of plant groups. Mango is a tree. Okay, so this is a tree. And what about rose? What about rose? Rose. The height of the rose is medium height. It's not very short, it's not very tall even. So that's the rose height is medium in height. Okay, rose nature of stem, is it green or brown in stem? That's brown in stem. And what's the nature of the stem of a rose in tender or hard? That's the hard one, like mango. Not like exact mango, but yeah, that's also even hard. What's the nature of the stem of rose plant of thick or thin? Nature for the nature of the stem we are talking about. That's thin. That's not very thick because mango plant doesn't comes under your arm, but rose plants comes under your arm and it comes even under your one arm. Appearance of branches. Okay, appearance of branches. Mango have close to the ground. Sorry, rose have rose comes rose appearance of branches close to the ground. Yes, higher up on the stem. No, 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 no. Higher up on the stem. Branches are close to the ground, not higher up on the stem. Name of the plant group of rose. That's a shrub. Rose is a shrub. It's not a tree and it's not a herb even. So right now we are moving ahead for to the third one. That's the tomato over here. What's the height of the tomato? The height of the tomato is short. What's the nature of the stem? The nature of the stem is of a green or blue or brown. Obviously, that's green one. Tender, hard, tender or hard. Tender. Thick or thin. Their stem. Tomato stem is thin. Appearance of branches. Tomato have what kind of appearance of branches? Close to the ground. Obviously, yes. Higher up on the stem. No, no, no. Close to the ground. Name of the plant group. That's the herb. Tomato is a herb. Okay, over here this is an image, a tree at first, then second shrub is over here, and the third herb is there. Okay, let's go. One is mango tree, second is what? This is a rose. No, that's just a shrub, and C is herb. And one is not a mango tree, it's something different. Mango have different branches, and they do look different. What differences do you observe among herbs, shrubs, and trees? How can you group plants as herbs, shrubs, and trees?
based on the data entered in table 2.3. What differences do you observe among herbs, shrubs, and trees? So the differences are herbs are very small, shrubs are little, shrubs are taller than herbs, and then trees are taller than shrubs. How can you group plants as herbs, shrubs, and trees based on the data entered in table 2.3? Okay, what? How can you group plants as herbs, shrubs, and trees based on the data entered in table? If you give me the option, for example, like neem is a tree. Brinjal plant uh, have a herb. Okay, some plants grow really tall and have hard, thick, brown, and woody stems. These all present in a mango tree even, and some banyan tree, then some people tree. Okay, their branches typically start higher up on the stem, and away from the ground. Oh, that's the tree. The characteristic of a tree is their branches typically start higher up on the stem and away from the ground. Okay. For example, a mango tree, figure 2.3a. Okay, that's oh, this is figure 2.3 and A is a tree of a mango tree. Okay. Some plants are not as tall as trees. Yeah, that's true. These plants often have many brown woody stems that start branching very close to the ground. These stems are hard but not as thick as the stem of a tree. Okay. These plants are called what? These plants are called shrubs. For example, a rose plant is a shrub. A rose plant comes under the shrub. Some plants are typically figure 2.3b is in shrub. Okay. For example, a rose plant is shrub figure 2.3b. Okay. Oh, that's the shrub B, which is a rose plant. B is just a rose plant. A white rose plant. What? This is a rose. No, I don't think so. This is a rose plant. White in color. A rose is in a red color. Maybe of different species. Maybe, but I'm not very sure. Some plants are typically small with soft and green stems. Some plants are typically small with soft and green stems. These are known as what? These are known as herbs. For example, a tomato plant is a herb. Okay, figure figure 2.3c over here. That's a figure of a tomato. Okay. Some plants with weak stems need support to climb and grow and are called what? Climbers. For example, pumpkins. For example, watermelon. Maybe. I think watermelon is correct answer. Maybe. Okay. Pumpkins and carry. Okay. Okay. Some plants creep along the ground and are called creepers. Oh, some plants creep along the ground and are called creepers. Okay, what can be other features on the basis of which you can group plants? Let us perform another activity. Activity number 2.5. Let us compare. Look at the leaves of different plants collected by you during the nature walk. Do you notice any variation in the shape and structure of these leaves? Yes, we do notice. You may observe thin lines on the leaves of the plants. Figure 2.4a. Hibiscus leaf with reticulate Venation. Okay. The pattern of veins on the leaf. You may observe the thin lines on the leaves of the plants. These are veins, thin lines. So the veins are over here, This is vein over here at the very left side. These are veins. Very thin lines are veins. Okay, and the very prominent vein is a midrib. Very prominent. Everything is a vein. Okay. The pattern of veins on the leaf is called venation. What difference do you see in the veins of leaves shown in figure 2.4a? Figure 2.4a and figure 2.4b. The prominent vein is called midrib, which is a big one is over here that's separating a small veins. That's called midrib. That's the prominent vein also. Okay. Okay. Hibiscus leaf with reticulate venation. Okay. Hibiscus leaf with reticulate venation. And second, banana leaf with parallel venation. Okay. Over here, see over here, that's a parallel. That's all the venations are in parallel. And see if hibiscus leaf, the veins of this leaf is in reticulate way. So all of network way. So that's a reticulate venation, and here it is a parallel venation, and in the grass also have a parallel venation. Leaves showing different types of venations. In some leaves, you can observe a net-like pattern of veins on both sides of a thick middle vein. This pattern is called reticulate venation. For example, leaves of hibiscus exhibit reticulate venation, figure 2.4a, we just saw it. In some leaves, you may observe that the veins run parallel in banana as well as in the wheat plant as well as in the some of the grasses, grass leaf with parallel vegetation. In all of the grasses, all the grasses have parallel leaves, parallel, what I say, parallel venation. For example, the leaves of banana plants and grasses exhibit parallel venation, figure 2.4b and figure 2.4c. Do you think that plants can be grouped on the basis of venation present in their leaves? Yes, reticulate venation as well as parallel venation. This kind of leaves of pattern arrangement of the leaves, arrangement of veins on the leaves. Yeah, that's called venation. Yeah. Now let us try to explore roots of the plants. Do all plants have roots? Answer is yes. All the plants have roots, because if they do not have roots, then how they can stand for it, and how they can able to just stand on of their own. So yes, they all have roots. Yeah, okay. From a climbers to all they have, like even the climbers have roots, even the creepers have roots. All the plants have roots. Yes. Are these roots similar? No, because people tree have a very different way of root. Banyan tree have different kind of root as compared to the uh, as compared to the wheat root or mustard root, or compared to the different plants. Activity, latest activity 2.6, let us find out. Okay, we are going for a to find out the other kind of things. Visit an open area where wild herbs and grasses are growing. You may use a small herbs for this exercise. Okay. Using a khurpi means trowel. Using a khurpi, that means trowel, carefully dig out a few different herbs without damaging the roots. To do this, you may wet the soil and lose it. Okay, you have to first wet the soil and then lose it. Wash the roots with water and observe them. After you are done observing, make sure to replant the herbs so that they may continue to continue to tr- continue to thrive and grow. What are the similarities and differences in the roots of the plants collected by you? Yeah, we saw different kinds of fruits over here. There is an example. There are two examples over here. Okay, what differences do you see in the roots of plants shown in figure 2.5a and figure 2.5b? Okay, figure 2.5, types of roots. Okay, tap root system in a mustard plant. Okay, here are the roots. Tap root system. One prominent one one prominent root is going inside of it, and from that one prominent root that they get into the branches by left, right, as well as all around. That's the 2D model. That's why we don't see at up their backside, and that we can't see all around. So yeah, that's that's one prominent root is going inside the soil, and remaining all the roots are associated with it, with the prominent root. Okay, and here fibrous root system in common grass. There is a okay fibrous root system in a common grass. Here this is an example of a common grass, and here it is a mustard plant. Okay, here there is a lots of number of roots is present in all around the soil, inside the soil. Okay, there is no prominent one root. There are now clusters of roots of their same size and shape. Okay, so we have to go over here and look what it says. Carefully observe the roots of a mustard plant in figure 2.5a. The roots of this plant consist of one main root and small side roots arising from it. The main root is called taproot. The main root is called taproot. Another example of a plant. 1 minute. The root of this plant consists of one main root and small side roots arising from it. The main root is called taproot. Okay, that one main root is called taproot. That's the root system is called taproot system. Okay, and that one prominent root is going inside the soil in way more deeper. That's called taproot, and this all kind of root system is called taproot system. Okay, we all understand. We all understood actually. Another example of a plant having tap roots is hibiscus, observed by you in activity 2.1. Yes, the plant in figure 2.5b is a common grass plant. Okay, 2.5b. Okay, common grass plant. Okay, common grass plant which is found everywhere, so that's why it's called, the name is common grass plant. This grass is found everywhere almost. So yeah, the roots of this plant appear as a bunch of similar sized thin roots arising from the base of the stem. Where they arise from the base of the stem. These roots arise from the base of the stems. Okay, we all understood about this. Okay, similar size thin roots arising from the base of the stem. Such roots are called fibrous roots. Figure 2.5b. Does your collection include any other grasses? Does your collection include any other grasses? Um, Right now, no. What kind of roots do they have? Actually, I will tell you later. Okay. Is there any relation between type of is there any relation between the type of leaf venation and the type of root of the same plant? Is there any relation between the type of leaf venation, uh, type of leaf venation, the leaf venation we have reticulate venation and parallel venation, okay, and the type of root of the same plant, the root of same plant of the same plant, okay, type of roots are uh, taproot system and fibrous root system, okay. Is there any relation between the leaf venation and the type of root of the same plant? Actually, I don't know. How do we find out this out? Okay, okay. Activity 2.7. Let us relate and analyze. Collect saplings of 5 common plants from your school, nursery. Okay, it's not your just educational nursery. It's a school nursery. That means for a plant, very small plants over there, or any other nurseries to plant in your school garden. Examples of such plants can include lemongrass, oh, marigold, sadabahar, periwinkle, Sadabahar, that their English name is periwinkle, and others. Before before planting them, observe their roots and venation in their leaves. Okay, before we are going to plant, we have to look upon the roots as well as their venation in their leaves. Okay, record your observations in table 2.4. Okay, here types of leaf venation and roots. Lemongrass, name of the plant. Lemongrass, okay. Type of leaf venation is reticulate or parallel. Oh, type of leaf venation is parallel leaf venation in lemongrass. Okay. Types type of root in fibrous or tap. Fibrous or tap. So the type of root is fibrous type of root is present in lemongrass. Okay. Do you observe any relation between the leaf venation and types of root in these plants? Actually, I don't have any kind of lots of data, so we can't able to tell you. Okay, but we are going to study further. Maybe at the further time, they are going to tell me about these things. A Sadawar plant has a tap root, okay, and its leaves have reticulate venation. What? Even okay. Do other plants with reticulate venation have taproots too? Lemongrass, on the other hand, has fibrous roots and its leaves have a parallel venation. What? Okay. Do other plants with parallel venation have fibrous roots too? Uh, I'm not sure. But wait a second. It says generally plants with reticulate venation have tap roots. Generally plants with reticulate venation have tap root. Okay. While those with parallel venation have which kind of tap root? Which kind of root? Fibrous root. Okay, so that's an amazing thing. That means the general way, if some of the plant have a reticulate venation, then that must have maybe of taproot. Generally they also have a taproot system in it. And generally the thing is, if the some of the plant have a parallel venation like banana, then banana also have a fibrous root in it. Yeah, Chickpea. By this way, mustard plant have a reticulate. Mustard plant also have a reticulate venetion, just because the reason being they have a taproot. Okay. Chickpea or chana is an, and if I tell you about the grass have parallel venation with fibrous root. Okay, okay, I got it. Okay, fibrous root. Chickpea means chana is another example of a plant with tap roots. Okay, and reticulate venation in leaves. Oh, that's great. That's great. Wheat is an example of a plant with fibrous root. Wheat is an example of a plant with fibrous roots and parallel venation. Wheat is an example of a plant with fibrous roots and with parallel venation in its leaves. That's nice. Is there any relation among the seed of a plant? What? I I don't know. Types of root and leaf venation. Uh, we know that we actually right now we know that root if the plant have a reticulate venation, then it must be their root is of tap root, and and the if the plants have a parallel venation, it must maybe have and it generally have a what I say parallel venation. They have a fibrous root in it. Are all seeds similar? Wait for a second, and they will going to tell you. Activity 2.8. Let us compare. Okay. Soak some chickpea and maize seeds in water for 2 or 3 days. Okay. Soak some chickpea and maize seeds in water for 2 or 3 days. Remove the seed coat of a chickpea. Okay. Now observe the structure of the chickpea and maize seeds. Now you have to observe the structure of the chickpea and maize seeds. Are they similar or different? They are different actually, because chickpea have cotyledons, and the maize have monocotyledons, because they do not have two-sided. Maize have one-sided, and chickpea have two-sided things, which is called dicot seed, and one becomes monocot seed. Dicot and monocot seed over here in figure 2.6. You would notice that chickpea seeds are split into two parts. Each part is called a cotyledon. Plants that have seeds with two cotyledons are called dicotyledons, dicots. Maize has a single thin cotyledon, so the plant name is called monocotyledons or monocots. Just simple. What relation do you observe among leaf venation? What relation do you observe among leaf venation? Okay. Root types and number of cotyledons in seeds of a plant. Okay. We are not sure about their things. Dicot plants have reticulate venation and a taproot system, while monocot plants have parallel venation and a fibrous root system. That it means if a single plant, generally dicot plants have reticulate venation with a taproot system, with their dicot plant have reticulate venation taproot system with their taproot system, and monocot plants have with parallel venation and a fibrous root system. Oh, that's amazing. You have learned about some features used for grouping plants. Now let us explore the grouping of animals in more detail. Okay, we are ready. How to group animals? Just like plants, animals animals too are significantly different from one another. Just like plants, animals too are significantly different from one another. Yes. How can we group such a wide variety of animals? What features can you think of to group them? In activity 2.3, you have already set some bases for grouping animals. Let us explore, okay, a few of these in more detail. Okay. Activity number 2.9. Let us find out. You have recorded the movement of a few animals in table 2.2. You may have also observed how other animals move from place to place. Let us now think what the types of movement in animals. A number of animals are shown in figure 2.7. Where is them? Okay. A number of animals is over here. Fish, frog, okay, and one word over here. Butterfly, cow, ant, earthworm, and this is what? This is a scorpion. A No, this is not a scorpion. This is a different something. Okay. Here it is a tortoise or turtle, or there's a snake. Okay. 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 That's it. That's it. That's it. And some grasses over here, and some of the different bumps in this water bodies, in this plant. What I said, in this water, not a water bodies. Okay. You can add more animals that you may have observed and create a poster on the variety of animals. Okay. Which body parts are used by the animals in the poster you created and those in figure 2.7 for movement? Okay. The For the movement, tortoise have legs. For the movement of this, another one at the left side of tortoise or turtle, and they have also have legs. And earthworm moves by crawling, by their skins, by the, I think they also have little legs. Maybe I'm not very sure. This is ant, so they move by their six legs. Cow moves with their four legs. Butterfly can fly, as well as they can move from one just by walking. Frog can walk, run, or jump. Walk, frog walk. No, frog can't walk. Frog jump. Frog jump. Okay. Here is a snake can crawl. Fish swim by their using fins. Okay. Okay. Snake do not have legs. That's why they crawl. And I'm not sure about earthworm because okay, earthworm. If I think earthworm also do not have legs, so they also crawl. Maybe I'm not very sure. Let us not think about. Okay, okay. You can add more figure for movement. Okay, this is done. List these animals in table 2.5. Note the ways in which these animals move and name the body parts used for movement. Some examples are given in table 2.5. Table 2.5. Movements in animals and their body parts involved. Serial number 1 to 6 or 8. Okay, 8. Name of the animals. Ant. Type of movement is walking. Yeah, just walk, not jump, not fly. Body parts used for movement is legs. Yeah, goat walk as well as they can jump. Uh, Body parts used for movement, leg. Pigeon have legs as well as wings. Yeah, for walk and flies. Yeah, horsefly type of movement is horsefly can walk even as well as fly by using their legs and wings. Yeah, horsefly flies with wings and horsefly walks with legs. Pigeon also the same thing. Pigeon walks with their legs and pigeon fly with their wings. Okay. Fish type of movement is swimming. Okay. Body parts used for movement is fins, by using their fins, and several other things. For example, tortoise type of movement have has walking. Body part used for movement is their legs. Okay. And snake is the same thing. Type of movement is crawling. Body parts used for movement is their skin. And in the eighth section, name of the animal, lion movement is walking, running, jumping. For body parts used for movement is their legs. What conclusion can you draw from the data given in table 2.5? Okay, okay, their answer is over here. Different animals have different types of movement. Animals can fly, run, crawl, walk, hop, or you can say jump. Hop or jump is the same thing. Hop or jump, and so on. They use different body parts for moving from one place to another. They may use wings, legs, and other parts that help them to move. Here we have identified animals based on the types of movement and the body parts used for movement. How can we group animals based on their movements? Additionally, many animals differ from each other in shape, size, structure. They have different colors and different other features. Yeah, because we all are animals, but we are different from a lion, we are different from deer, we are different from monkeys. A dog is different from cat, dog is different from hippopotamus, dog is different from crocodile. They all of the different kinds of animals, they are different with their shapes, size, structure, color, and also with other features. By sensing the ability, smell, sense, so they all have different things. Some of these features can also be used to group animals in various ways. Like plants, grouping of animals is important for understanding their diversity. Like plants, okay, grouping of animals is important for understanding their diversity. Okay, like plants, grouping of animals is important for understanding their diversity. Yes. Know a scientist. Her name is Janaki Amal. Okay, she is looking pretty nice and she is a woman. Okay, she is Janaki Amal. Okay, the date of birth is 1897 uh, to 1984. Okay, Janaki Amal 1897 to 1984 was an Indian botanist dedicated to environmental work and helped to document and preserve India's rich plant biodiversity. She played a key role in Save Silent Valley movement as the head of the Botanical Survey of India. She initiated programs to document the plant diversity of India. Success stories Save Silent Valley movement. This is a real story of a forest in the Palakkad district of Kerala. Oh, this Palakkad district gave so many chess player in our India. It is about preserving untouched beauty of a moist evergreen forest and its rich biodiversity. That means this Palakkad district of Kerala, where there is a forest which is full of untouched beauty. They have very lots of biodiversity with full of biodiversity. That's called rich biodiversity. The now famous Silent Valley was shaped by a remarkable movement which is led by common people who were not even residing in the vicinity of the forest, who were not even residing in the vicinity of the forest. They came from very far away to protect the forest, to save our biodiversity. A lots of plant in it, a lots of animals in it. So we have to keep it or balance our nature. Okay, so the people start like coming to protect the forest from a very far away, not even residing in the vicinity of the forest. The battle against the proposal of a hydroelectric dam across the Kunthi Pujha River persisted for 10 years. This battle or this struggle happens for 10 years. At, at that time, people used all possible available means, such as widespread awareness programs, letters to editors, and even articles in newspapers and seminars. Seminars are there, and there are several petitions filed and appeals in court, even for to just to save one of the great or rich biodiversity forest. The movement was successfully in saving the Silent Valley. That's incredible story. Okay, what's her name? Janki Amal. She played a key role in this Save Silent Valley movement. Janki Amal. Okay, she born I think 100 approximately 100 and 3 years 25 and 128 years ago. Yeah, and she died in which she died 16 and 25, it becomes 25 and 16 in 41 years ago. She died 41 years ago. Okay, success story Save Silent Valley movement. Plants and animals in different surroundings. You might mm, have observed during nature walks that different animals live in different surroundings. You have also recorded movement of animals in table 2.5. Does the movement of these animals depend upon their surroundings? Let us consider. Let us consider fishes and goat as examples. Fishes live in water. Yeah, they have streamlined bodies and fins for movement in water. In Figure 2.8a, we already saw it. Goats live in grassy, where their grasses are present, grassy areas, and move with the help of legs. The sizes and shapes of animals also differ from one another. Obviously, they look very different. Okay. Over here, we again got it from one another. Over here, see, look up to this figure, figure 2.8a. Okay, we didn't saw it 2.8a. Okay, over here this is 2.8a. This image is okay. I'm so sorry that I said we saw it figure 2.8a. Okay, the figure 2.8a is over here. A fish swims in water with the help of fins. Over here, there's four fins. We'll look over here in this image. Four fins. Okay, these are the fins. A goat walks on the ground with the help of legs. Okay, these are the legs. Okay, we got it. The sizes and shapes of animals also differ from one another. That's correct. Activity 2.10. Let us compare and analyze. Look at table 2.6. Recreate a similar table on the blackboard. Okay. List the names of plants and animals you or your classmates have observed in the regions given in the table or already know about. A few examples are given. You can add more. Table 2.6. Animals and plants found in different surroundings. In the desert, camel they have. In the desert, any other in the desert, camel and scorpions also found in scorpions also found in the desert. Yeah. On mountains, you saw deodar tree and some other tree also. Even in the desert you saw plants like what? Cactus. Oh, okay. Cactus and euphorbia. Okay. In the ocean you saw fish. In the ocean you can saw snails. You can see some different like jellyfish, octopus. You can saw in the forest. You can saw lion, tiger, monkeys, gorilla, gibbon, everything. You can saw it. Deer. Yeah. Any other reason? Yeah, you can also mention any other reason like any kind of thing in forest area, in the forest area done. So in a rainy in any rainy location, so, or you can add snowfall areas where penguins live. Okay. What are your observations regarding plants and animals found in various regions? Okay. Discuss your observations with your classmates. You might observe from table 2.6 that the plants and animals found in one kind of region are different from those found in another kind of region. Cactus with thick and fleshy stems in a desert. Wow. Okay, this is cactus. And also a different kind of a species of cactus is also present in our areas even. Yeah. That's round and some of the spines also in it. Cactus with thick and fleshy stems in a desert. These cactus are thick as well as fleshy. Fleshy. Okay. You might observe from table 2.6 that the plants and animals found in one kind of region and are different from those found in another kind of region. During a discussion in the classroom, Alex recalls that he observed cactus plants with thick and fleshy stems. With thick and fleshy stems in the deserts of Rajasthan. Okay. Maya shares that she saw deodar trees in the Himalayas of, of Himachal Pradesh. These trees are conical in shape and have flexible and sloping branches. That means their branches have slopes that no snow will going to be remain in it. Okay, because their branches are slopes in shape in of their structures. That's why. Notice that these two types of plants found in different regions are different. Yes. Here, here at the right side, a deodar tree in the mountains. Okay. From each other. Yes. Why is it so? Because of their habitat is different, so they adapt their plants to become like that one. Why does the biodiversity of a region vary from that of another? Why does the biodiversity of a region vary from that of another? Due to different habitat. Let us find out. There is very little water available in the deserts. Yes, a hot desert is typically very hot during the day and very cold at night. Wow. Therefore, you will find plants and animals in these areas that can tolerate and survive both the hot conditions during the day and cold conditions at night. That's why only cactus can survive because at the night time, a stomata of cactus plant they open and they absorb water in it. Okay. Okay. And then at the daytime, they do not open this stomata, just because if they open the stomata, then transpiration will going to be happen, and this will lose all the water from their plants, and the plants will going to be die. So yeah, the fleshy stems of plants found in the desert can store water and help them tolerate the hot conditions in these places. The mountains in extremely cold regions experience frequent snowfall. In order to survive in such conditions, some of the trees have the ability to let the snow slide off easily. Conical shape and sloping branches of deodar trees enable them to do so easily. You must have understood by now that the biodiversity varies from region to region because of diverse conditions. Look at the images of a camel from the hot desert of Rajasthan and a camel from the cold desert of Ladakh, figure 2.11 and figure 2.12 respectively. So over here at the figure 2.1, a camel living in the hot desert. Okay, they have hoops. Okay, they at their foot they have hoops. And figure 2.12, a camel living in the cold desert of Ladakh. Okay, but at the right side, at the camel living in the Ladakh region, okay, living in the cold desert of Ladakh, they have two humps. Okay, and in the left side, the camel living in hot desert of Rajasthan, they have only one hump, and the hairs present. Is in the right side, which is present in cold desert of Ladakh. They are more they have more hairs. Okay, but at the left side, a camel living in the hot desert of Rajasthan, they have not so much hairs in it. Okay, and the hoops have and the camel living in the hot desert of Rajasthan, they have thicker wider hoops. They have wider hoops, and a camel living in the cold desert of Ladakh, they do not have a wider hoops. They have just a normal hoops. Okay, what are the differences you observe between them? Yeah, we observed it, and we just told you what are the differences between them. What advantages do these differences provide to these camels? Oh, here it's go. The camel of the hot desert has long legs with wide hooves. Alex says that his grandmother told him that the long legs and wide hooves help these camels to walk on the sandy desert without sinking into the sand. On the other hand, the height and legs of camels of a cold desert are comparatively shorter than those found in a hot desert. These short legs allow them to walk easily in mountainous region. Oh, that's great. That's great. In deserts, food is not available easily. Yeah, whether it is of hot desert or whether it is of cold desert. Camels store food in their humps. Camel found in the hot desert have one hump, each that each that helps them to survive during the scarcity of food. Okay, camels found in the cold desert have two humps, each two humps each. Okay, these two humps shrink in late winters because there is not much food available in the cold desert, and they have to use food stored in their humps during that time. That's why at the end of the winter time, the hump gets shrinks, just because they consume lots of food from their humps, or utilizes their foods which are stored it in the summers. Moreover, They grow long hair from head to neck, which help them survive the cold winters of Ladakh. What other features can help camels to survive in the desert? Other students also start sharing. What other features can help camels to survive in the desert? What other features? Other students also start sharing their observations. Kashi from Rajasthan says that camels excrete camels excrete a small amount of urine. Their dung is dry. Excrete what? I'm just going to read again. What other features can help camels to survive in the desert? So their answer is other students also start sharing their observation. Kashi from Rajasthan says that camels, now the answer begins from over here. It says camels excrete a small amounts of urine. Their dung is dry and they do not sweat, as camels do not lose 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 much water from their bodies. They can survive for many days without drinking water even. Maya talks about seeing plants with beautiful bright flowers, rhododendrons, roho, rhododendrons, okay, in the Shola forest of Nilgiris. Here, rhododendrons are of shorter height. Okay, in Shola forest of Nilgiri, the size, the height of rhododendron plant is shorter and have a smaller leaves to survive through the heavy winds on mountain tops. However, Pema, who is from Sikkim, mentions that she has observed rhododendrons in the nearby mountains to be taller. So even plants such as rhododendrons may exhibit different features in different regions to survive the condition of those regions. So, even plants such as rhododendrons may exhibit different features in different regions to survive the condition of those regions. Different features of rhododendrons over here. Okay. Sagar tells us. Oh, wait a sec. Okay. Sagar tells his classmates that he went to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands with his parents for a special event. He saw huge whales and colorful fish in the ocean. His father explained that the streamlined body of fish helps them to swim in water very precisely and precisely with their if with effortlessly in water with it. We have learned that the plants and animals living in a particular region have special features that make them fit to survive there. The special features that enable plants and animals to survive in a particular region are called adaptation. You have to adapt that particular region for to survive. The shape of the deodar tree and the height of the rhododendron are adaptations that enable them to survive in the mountainous regions. The place where plants and animals live is called their habitat. What is habitat? The place where plants and animals live is called habitat. For example, the habitat of sea turtle is the sea or the ocean. Just the habitat of a camel is the hot or the cold desert. Yes, and the habitat of a rhododendron is the mountains. The habitat of plants and animals provides them food, water, air, shelter, and other needs for their survival. Many types of plants and animals may share the same habitat. Yeah, habitat plays an important role in shaping the biodiversity of a region. Okay, know a scientist, Salim Ali, born in 1896, and one of the lady born in 1897 to 1984. Okay, Salim sir over here, and one of the girl over here, one of the women over here beside just over here, Janaki Amal. Okay, from 1897 to 1984, she has a relationship with Silent Valley movement. She played a key role in Silent Valley movement. Okay, so now we are going to know about Salim Ali, which is a scientist. This guy is a scientist. This guy also looking so beautiful with caps, wearing spectacles, and with this mustache. Maybe he is a Muslim. Oh, their name is Salim Ali. That's okay. Okay, I got it. He is definitely Muslim. There. Okay, it's no matter with their religion. It's okay. In 1896, he born in 1896. That means he born a very 126 year or 120, whatever the year it is of. Traveled across India to observe diversity in the words. Okay, Salim Ali, Salim Ali traveled across India to observe diversity in words. He prepared a list of words and documented their travel routes and habitat. Oh, he is very great guy. He recorded the regions with high diversity of words and took measures to conserve these regions. Keolado National Park in Bharatpur, Rajasthan, and Ranga Nithitu Bird Sanctuary in Mandya, Karnataka are examples of regions he preserved. Oh, this guy not even just found the different species of birds, but they also have established and try to save the birds, and trying with the help of government and with the help of local people. Okay, his their work is very too good. He wrote a landmark series of 10 books on birds of the Indian subcontinent. He is referred to as the Birdman of India. That means he is referred to as the, yeah, the Birdman of India. That's correct. He was awarded Padma Vibhushan in 1976. Okay, she awarded Padma Vibhushan in 1976. Okay, what are the different ways in which you can group plants in you have to remember this. I will going to ask you this question, okay, in just few minutes. Like who is referred to as the Birdman of India, Salim Ali. Okay, and he was awarded with which prize? What's the name of the prize? So you have to answer Padma Vibhushan, and I will ask you in which year. So you have to answer it 1976, and I will also going to ask you uh, who played a key role in Silent Valley movement. So the answer is what? Janki Amal. Yeah. So okay. What are the different ways in which you can group plants and animals based on their habitats? What are the different ways on which? So their answer is one way is to group them into those that live on land and those that live in water. The plants and animals that live on land are said to live in terrestrial habitats. Some examples of terrestrial habitats are forests, deserts, grasslands, and mountains. Yeah, the plants and animals
that live in water are said to live in aquatic habitats. Some examples of aquatic habitats are ponds, lakes, rivers, and oceans. Some animals, such as frogs, can live in water as well as on land. Okay, these are called what? These are called terrestrial? No. These are called aquatic? No. These are called what? Amphibians? Yes. Correct answer. What would happen if the habitat of a plant or an animal is damaged? What would happen if a goat does not get grass to eat? Can a fish survive without water? No, this will going to damage all the goat, and this will going to disturb the biodiversity. This will going to kill many of the goat. Okay, check with your parents or grandparents and neighbors to know about the plants, birds, insects, or any other animal they used to see frequently in their childhood but do not see as often now. These changes often happen when habitats are damaged. The damage to habitats of plant and animals results in loss of their homes, food, and other resources. This leads to the loss of biodiversity. The population of the Bengal tiger, cheetah, and great Indian bustard has declined in India due to loss of natural habitats caused by human activities. We humans are responsible for loss of our natural habitats. For their Bengal tiger, cheetah, and great Indian bustard, we are going to see a major fall or loss in of their natural habitats. The government of India has initiated several projects to conserve our biodiversity. Project Tiger has initiated in year 1973 to protect the declining population of the Bengal tiger. Okay. The cheetah reintroduction project was initiated in 2022 to restore the population of cheetah. For cheetah, the name of the project is Cheetah Reintroduction Project, and for the tiger project Tiger. Just for to save Bengal tiger, the name of the project is Project Tiger. Project Tiger, and for to save the cheetah, uh, uh, our Indian government give name a plan. What to protect the declining to restore the population of cheetah, they introduced a project name called Cheetah Reintroduction, was initiated in 2022 to restore the population of cheetah. Similarly, habitats of the great Indian bustards have been declared as protected areas in the states of Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Maharashtra. These all connect on these three. Okay, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Maharashtra, they all are they share their borders by from one another, not from one another, but yeah, they are northwestern states of our India. Okay, okay. So in protected areas, you don't have allowance that you can kill any Indian bastards. If you kill any Indian bastard, you will going for a jail. You will going to face some difficulties in your life then. So I'm going to ask you, at who has the relation between the Silent Valley? What's the name? Who played the key role in the movement of Silent Valley? What's the name of that woman? Yeah, Janki Amal. Correct answer. Okay. She born in 1896 to 1984. And who is called as the Birdman of India? What's the answer? Salim Ali, correct answer. When was Salim Ali born? Salim Ali born in 1897 to 1880, 1800 and what, I don't know even the answer. 1890, 18 1987, 1987. Okay, okay. So the next question is, what's the name of the award Salim Ali received? What's the name of the award Salim Ali received? Answer is Padma Vibhushan. That's correct. In which year Salim Ali received the Padma Vibhushan award? Answer is correct. 1976. In which year? In which year? Okay, I'm going to ask you the next question again. In which year our Indian government launched a project for to save Bengal tigers, and what's the name of that project? What's the name? Okay, answer is, yeah, correct. That for to save Bengal tigers, the project name is Project Tiger, for to save Bengal tigers, and for to save cheetah. This and the year is in 1973. This project Tiger was launched in 1973, and for to save the cheetah, the project name called the reintroduction project, cheetah reintroduction project. Yeah, that the name of the project is cheetah reintroduction project. Okay, in 2022, 2022. Okay, Great Indian Bustard. So okay, the next question is, for to save Great Indian Bustard, which three which three states of India is taking part for to save or to conserve the Great Indian Bustard? In which year? Which year I'm asking? Okay. I'm going to ask you, which three states of India take an action for to conserve uh, Great Indian Bustard? What's the name of the states? That's correct. Gujarat, Rajasthan, and the third one is Maharashtra. That's the correct answer. Great Indian Bustard have been declared protected areas in the state of Gujarat and Rajasthan and Maharashtra. Do you know? That's okay. Okay, now the thing is traditionally protected forests. Okay, sacred groups. Sacred groups are undisturbed patches of forests. Their sizes may vary from quite small to very large. Sacred groups are found all over India. Okay, they are home to different kinds of plants and animals, including numerous medicinal plants. These are protected by the local community, and no one is allowed to harm any animals and cut trees in these groups. That's the interesting thing. Or disturb the area. You don't have like to cut the green plants. You just wanted to take some wood, so you have to take that wood from like those who is old, and they do not have life in it, so you can able, but by for to cutting the green plant, this is going to face so many challenges. No, these things are not allowed in these groups, or disturb the area. This big secret groups are a community protected. This way, secret groups are a community protected treasure of biodiversity. Yeah. Find out about the secret groups in your region. Okay. Secret group from the Western Ghats. Oh, secret groups from the Western Ghats are these. More to know. Okay. We must protect biodiversity to ensure our planet is full of life, helping plants and animals to survive and thrive. Yes. Keywords are adaptation, amphibians, aquatic, biodiversity. cotyledon, dicot plants, fibrous root, habitat, herbs, monocot plants, parallel venation, reticulate venation, sacred groups, shrubs, taproot, terrestrial, tree venation, analyze, compare, create, explore, group, observe, record, relate. Okay. Summary. So we are going for a summary too. Summary. Their key points are written over here. We are surrounded by a large variety of plants and animals. Such variety of plants and animals is a part of biodiversity. Yes. Plants and animals can be grouped on the basis of similarities and differences among them. Yes, plants have similarities and differences based on features associated with roots, associated with stems, associated with leaves, associated with flowers, and so on. The method of arranging things into groups based on their common features is called grouping. Plants can be grouped into herbs, into shrubs and trees based on their heights, types of stem and branching patterns. Plants can also be grouped as dicotyledons, dicot, okay, and monocotyledons, monocot, based on the number of cotyledons in their seeds, okay. Monocots generally exhibit parallel venation in their leaves and possesses fibrous root system, while dicots typically exhibit reticulate venation in their leaves and possesses which kind of root system? So the answer is tap root system. Animals have different types of movement that can be basis for their grouping. Yes, biodiversity of different regions varies because of distinct environmental conditions. The special features that enable plants and animals to survive in a particular region are called what? Are called adaptations. Great. The place where plants and animals live is their habitat. Based on their habitats, animals and plants can be grouped as terrestrial and aquatic. Okay. Due to damage of their habitats, plants and animals lose their homes, food, and other resources, resulting in the loss of biodiversity. Yes, we must protect biodiversity to ensure that our planet is full of life, helping plants and animals to survive and thrive. Okay, let us enhance our learning. So here it is question number 1. It says here are two types of seeds, okay, wheat and kidney beans over here, okay. What differences do you find among the roots and leaf venation of their plants? Okay, wheat is a monocot plant, so their root is fibrous root, and their leaf venation is parallel leaf venation, okay. And the kidney beans, okay, what's the differences do you find among the root and leaf venation of their plants? Okay, kidney beans is a kidney beans, if we soak in water, we are getting two parts of it. So this is a dicot plant. So for a dicot plant, their root is taproot system, and their leaf venation is of reticulate venation. Yeah. And okay, over here some of the questions also over here. We saw it over here, a mountain goat with full of hairs on their body. Okay, why there are so many hairs on of their body? Just because they live in mountainous region where they're in cold region, so they have to be so many hairs for to protect them of themselves. That makes adaptation to grow so many hairs in on these goats. Okay, goat found in the plains. So these goats are very simple, just we saw it, okay, day to day life. Okay, and I think so this, okay, here it is a duck with webbed feet, and webbed feet also present in frog, in of their in of their two legs of their back legs, they have webbed feet. Okay, this duck also have a webbed feet, and here it is a pigeon. Learning further, and this. Till then, bye, see you soon with the next chapter.